Swifta production.
Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be testing out some settings that are guaranteed to make your aim correct and make you be able to beam other players on Apex. I know some of you guys will have seen these videos on TikTok and YouTube where they're giving you settings to change to be able to beam these players, but we don't really have much other to go on than what is said in these videos, and today I'm going to be putting these settings to the test. I generally do stream Apex, but I don't really consider myself to be a good Apex player. I'd say I'm an average at best. And I mean, if you do want to come and watch me try to get better, then all of my socials will be below in the description. What we're going to do, we are going to look at 2 videos from YouTube and 2 videos from TikTok and see what the settings are that they're telling us to change to get this cracked aim. On screen now is going to be my current gameplay, a few clips that I've done where I'm shooting people and I've got kills, so you can see what my aim is like already. And then we're going to implement these settings and we're going to give it a go and see if it makes me any better or any worse, and we'll take it from there really. Right, so the first video we're going to check is Sweatband's TVs, which is best console settings to use in Apex Legends Legacy, which is Season 9, and I'm aware it is Season 10. But we are going to just check his video and see what he says.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome back to another Apex Legends video. Today we have the long-awaited Season 9 or Apex Legends Legacy settings video. So without further ado, let's get into it. On to the settings. The gameplay tab, I do have to say right off the bat, is all going to be personal preference, okay? None of this stuff is going to make or break your gameplay until we get into the controller settings. All right, we've arrived at colorblind mode, guys, and this is a
I've always wondered
setting,
about this.
This is a very important setting to get right, in my opinion. I have mine set to Tritanopia, and I have had so many people in the past tell me that Tritanopia is the wave. It's the best colorblind mode setting rather than having it off. If you're going to use any colorblind mode setting, I've heard Tritanopia is the best by a ton of people after I recommended it to them, and they say their game has been changed forever because of this. This alone is not going to make you the best player in the world,
so that's
but
one of the
it's definitely
settings.
going to put you in the right direction and make.
Okay, so that's one of the settings. We're going to change the colorblind mode to Tritanopia and change that over.
Take some stuff on the right-hand side. Voice to. Also, I'm gonna be real with you guys again.
Fucking button jumper. I can't get used to button jumper.
Series 2 controller, so that means that I have paddles on the back of my controller. I've heard that a lot of these other controller presets are very good for normal Xbox or PS4 controllers, so test them out on your own if you do not.
Like, I know a lot of people that play button puncher, and I keep punching. You'll see from some of my clips where I punch after I've shot somebody, or I punch halfway through and
very few
get
people
lasered.
that I know of use Evolved and Grenadier, but if that's what you like to run, then be my guest. On to stick layout. I have this on default. This is another one of those options where there's very few people that I have met. There is the rare occasion that uses Legacy Southpaw, Legacy Southpaw, and then the default option. I know probably 99.9 of you use default, and I would definitely stick to default because you do not want your left and right sticks to be swapped, or when you aim down, it goes up. Like, I don't know why anybody would want that, but if you played any of those older, like, flying games, I guess that you could put it on that, and yeah. Onto interact/reload button. I have this set to tap and use to reload. I do not like to hold my button down the whole time I'm reloading, and that's really the only reason that I use this option. And on console and on controller, there's a real problem with trying to revive somebody near a door and then opening the door. Tell me if in the comments section below if you've had that happen to you, because I think every single controller player has had that happen to them in the past, and that is super annoying.
Okay, so what I can see so far, he's got the crouch button to hold instead of toggle, which is, well, I have mine on toggle, man. I just play default. His sensitivity looks really high as well. like super high look to sensitivity. The ADS is only default though. Let's keep having a look.
They need to fix that in one way or another. But anyways, onto crouch button. And like I said before, guys, I have an Elite Series 2 controller, so I have my left button bound to crouch. My left paddle in the back, I also use 2 paddles. The one on the right is jump, and the one on the left, the back left, is for crouch. And that's why I can crouch spam so fast. And when I'm taking a gunfight, it looks like I'm crouch spamming super, super quickly. That's because I have that paddle on the back of my controller. Okay. And that's why I've made multiple videos in the past about crouch spamming.
I get done by that same move so many times. It is ridiculous how many times it's just up and down and I'm getting lasered while somebody's doing that combination. It is absolutely ridiculous. It just reminds me of Call of Duty, to be honest, of like where people would drop shot and it does my head in.
And how effective it can be in gunfights, and that is how I do it. If you're wondering, you need to have your crouch set to hold. ALC settings, which should be fixed by season 9. I'm making this video one day before season 9 comes out, so it should be on your screen, but it should be there, like I said, in season 9. You're gonna turn these on, and these are the settings that I would recommend running if you're running ALC. We got dead zone here at 3%, outer threshold at 2%, response curve. What I have this on, and I just prefer these optic sensitivities. But we head out of that and we go to yaw speed, and yaw speed is going to be how quickly the screen turns left and right. I have that on 370. Pitch speed is going to be on 270. That's up and down. I have all of these 4 settings off here, and once again I have these bottom 4 options.
This is a lot.
Make sure down at the bottom of your screen here, this improves your gameplay in some sort of way or another. Okay,
so that was the first video. We are going to implement some of what he said. We're going to check the other videos as well and see what we can see what the other ones are. I'll do we'll do a quicker rundown. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. Right, guys. So the next video is going to be from Crazy Ratchet. We're going to check his settings now as well and see what he says.
Less words, less hints. Weapon auto cycle on empty is huge when it comes to armor swapping, when it comes to stuff like that, because when you're going for an armor swap and people shoot you, you will immediately be kicked out of the box if you have this on. If you turn this off, you'll still be able to get the armor swap while taking whatever damage you take when they shoot you. Okay, auto sprint, I keep that off. This is more so a Valkyrie thing. Hold, I keep it on hold because that's just how I feel comfortable with her. Everything else is preference. If you want to know when you have hop-ups on your guns, you can do that. And yeah, you got mouse and keyboard stuff. This is a controller video. We don't do mouse and key. I'm gonna be honest with you. Now my button layout is a layout I use because I do not use a Scuff or a Battle Beaver or any controller. I don't have back paddles. I'm doing crouch on art. And same thing with best controller layout feature. I definitely want to play with this in the future because how many times as a controller...
They've both said tap to use and reload. Yeah, that's fine.
I've been playing on 5.4 and this is actually really good. If you know what I'm saying? But I felt like I could get better. I felt like I can be more consistent. So then what I did was I dropped my ADS from 4 to 3. Now 3 is like an absolute beamer, and I promise you this is the best for ADS when it comes to mid-range or anything at all, really. The problem with 3 is when you get up close and you're trying to...
Okay, so 5-3. We're going to try 5-3. That's what we're going to do.
Tracks people, like you can still track them, but if they're moving really good and they're a really good player, you're probably not going to be able to keep up with them when you're ADS.
So yeah, we're gonna try his settings. Yeah, we'll try his settings and see where it goes. Right, so next up is the TikToks. Right, so here's the TikTok videos that I've been seeing. Do you want aim like this?
Do you want aim like this?
Ha! He said it.
Here are the best ALCs that give you zero recoil. Settings at the end of the video. If you don't believe me, try them out for yourself.
Right, so response curve. is that 110 or 10? 250 yaw speed, turn in extra U 250. ADS yaw speed looks like 110, 105 pitch. And that was by SCYPR. Okay, fair enough. So that's that TikTok. We'll try those settings as well. Well, we'll try a combination of them all. Right, so here's the other TikTok.
Use these settings to change remixes with Viva.
Right, so linear, your pitch 60, ADS extra turning max. And that was from Ecstasy. Fair enough. So what we're going to do, guys, we're going to jump onto Apex. We're going to put these settings into play and see how I do with these settings. Since I'm supposed to be cracked and beam anybody, we'll see what happens.
Spotted a subject over there.
Enemy down.
Breathe it in. Another squad.
Reload. Bandit down.
Shields are to cover. Contact targets.
Like an arc star. Got one. Enemy down.
Someone's here. Someone's got a death wish.
Right, so guys, I'm back after we've played some games on stream. We've tried to test out the settings as best as possible, and I've got to say I've got a bit of a mixed bunch of feelings about these settings that we've been told to use. I mean, so first of all, we tried the colorblind mode, and I didn't like it too much. I mean, it's probably something to do with my eyes, or it's something to do... It's something to do with how the game looks in my eyes. I didn't really like it. It probably won't be the same for you guys, but it just wasn't for me. And I have seen a lot of people use it, but I mean, it's just down to personal preference, really. I did try the button layout, which was the button puncher, which swaps the crouch to the pressing in the R stick and the B to melee. I didn't like it because I've got that used to using B for sliding, that I found it quite annoying, as well as the toggle to hold as well, like the crouch toggle or hold to crouch. I found that quite annoying as well, because generally when I'm running away from a fight, like heal for example, like when my teammates are still peppering the other team, I run and press B while I shield, but I have to hold B and do something mad with my other hand on the left hand side of the controller. So I did find that a bit... It wasn't good enough for me. I mean, if you had more than like a couple of days or a week like I've played with it for, then I'd say, yeah, you'll get used to it in time. But since I've played since before Season 1 and I've always used B, I just couldn't get on board with it. But, I mean, again, it's personal preference. If you've got that time to put in, then do put that time in. Finally, and I can't praise this enough, the look sensitivity to 5 and the ADS to 3, that was in both videos that they were talking about the sensitivity. I really cannot rate that enough, because it absolutely melts. Like, you've got a lot better of a hold on your aim, like shooting people. It is absolutely one of the best tips that I've had. I think it's absolutely fantastic. So shout out to the guys that have put that in the videos. Absolutely amazing tip, like the sensitivity. I mean, I went with what one of the guys said, which was 5 and 3, and my God, it has really enabled me to be better at the game. We also did the custom look controls as well, with the turning yaw and the extra pitch, as well as the pitch speed and the yaw speed. We did play around with those, but it's they have contributed as well, and they are absolutely fantastic. I mean, basically the way to take what to take away from this is that if you've got the time to put in and like the hours to change all the settings, to play about with them, I'd say that the tips are really useful. However, if it's just me, and from what I've had, I would only change the sensitivity and the custom look controls, because they've made the biggest difference to me, as you can see from the clips. Like, I mean, I was all right with my aim, but I feel like I've got better with my aim due to changing those settings. But it's been your boy, I Stay Prod. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you want to follow me on any of my socials, or just come by and follow me on Twitch, come and watch me, then all the socials are in the description. Also, if you could like this video and subscribe, it really would mean a lot, and I really would appreciate it. But until the next video, thank you and peace out.
The EP Orlando 114, yeah. Chef City Tingo 114, yeah. Man chat about straps but won't bust them. No. My nigga, why have you bought 14? Just be yourself, nigga, no contour. Cause real niggas ain't with no long talk. No. I know brothers that have got 2 straps and they went to war and bought 1 more. Load it, spin that barrel. Don't come with no rusty thing that rouse. You don't wanna see my nigga.